Hey guys, today we are going to be going over the do's and don'ts of using builder gel on your natural nails, a few mistakes you may be making, and just how to make sure they last long and that you don't damage your nails. Everything I'm using is from Sally Beauty, and I'll have that link down below, and we're just going to get right into it. So first off, the nail prep. I know I always start with this, but it is so important because it doesn't matter how good your application is. If you do not spend the time prepping your nails, then they may not last. I always start by removing my cuticles. That's the dead white skin that you're seeing here. Sometimes you can't see it until you push your skin back a little bit, so I'm just revealing that. And really, one, it doesn't look the best, and two, that can cause your nails to lift. So I go in with the Blue Cross cuticle remover in an orange wood stick and just gently rub all of that off. I've been using this for years. And that's all I have to say. It's amazing. So after that, you want to remove the shine from your nail. For this, you can use either a medium grit buffing block or a medium grit nail file. Really up to you. Sometimes I use a little bit of both, which I'll show you guys. But what I'm doing here is just going in a circular motion to gently remove that top layer and give it that matte, kind of dull look. This is going to add some texture to the surface of your nail so that the product has something to adhere to. So after that, I'm going to go in with my nail file, and I like to push back my cuticle area with this as well, just because it is that same rounded shape. Completely optional, but I feel like it's good getting in those tight areas, and then I'll also go along the sides of my nails. The cuticle area, the sides of your nail, and the free edge is the most important for this step, just because that's where a product likes to lift. And to finish that off, I'm going to use the ASP 2-in-1 dehydrator and cleansing wipe just to get rid of any oils that may be on my nails and that filing dust. That's my go-to prep. Works every time. It does not have to be the exact same, but do not skip your nail prep, okay? Next, we're going to be using the ASP Birthday Suit Builder Gel. I love this builder gel. This was actually the first one I started with a year ago. It's very forgiving. The formula levels out really nicely. So if you're looking of kind of, where to start, I would really recommend this brand. And we're going to go in with the first base coat. So I'm going to make this a very thin coat. As you saw, I did wipe off most of the product, so that's something you definitely want to do. Start off very thin just to get a layer onto your nail. You don't want to start off thick and kind of glob the product on. It's way better to work slowly and build up the product versus trying to rush it, because that's usually when you'll find it'll kind of pop off of your nail. And then for the first layer, I am capping the tip, which is basically just running the brush along the free edge of my nail. After that, I'm going to cure my nail underneath my lamp for 30 seconds, and then we're going to go to the next layer. When it comes to builder gel, it does have a thicker formula, and the goal is to try to build up the strength of your nail, but you don't want to make the cuticle area or the free edge too bulky or thick. You want to keep it thin so that it still has a natural look to it. So that's really the goal when you're going to apply it. For this layer, I'm going to start off with a thin layer all across my nail, just applying it normally. And this is your slip layer. So this is basically going to help the product level out onto your nail. You don't technically have to do this, but I do feel that it makes the application easier. So I apply that slip layer, and then after that, I'm going to re-dip my brush into the product to get a little bit more. And this is where I'm really going to focus it on the middle of my nail, because again, I don't want the cuticle or the sides free edge of my nail to be too thick. I still want that natural nail look. For this, I pretty much just bounce and plop the product right towards the middle of my nail, and then I'll work it down to the free edge of my nail. And this is why I love this product so much, because it does so much of the work for you. I'll show you guys how it just starts to melt into your nail, so you don't have to smooth it out yourself, and I think that's why it was so easy for me to get the hang of it. So I'm just using the brush, I'm kind of wiggling it down, and then I'll show you how just watching this is in real time, it just smooths out on its own. Do you see that? That is, I don't know, I get excited about that. And to further help that, I do like to flip my nail over. This is just going to let gravity naturally pull it toward the center, and again, just smooth everything out. So I'll do this for maybe 10-15 seconds, not anything crazy, and then I'll flip it back over. So with the color builder gels, as you can see, some of the color isn't completely even. So what you can do is take a small brush and just go along the sides just to slowly pull some of that product to help with the evenness, but still keeping it thin. I know I keep saying that, but that's what's really going to make a difference in just how your overall nails look. You want to avoid getting that bulky, thick look that sometimes comes with using builder gels. So I'm going to do that on each side, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure my nail underneath my lamp. For the next coat, I'm going to do the same thing, starting off with that thin layer, and then I'm going to focus the product on the middle of my nail and slowly work it down in that bouncing motion. And this is where it really comes down to personal preference. So I do like my builder gel to be on the thinner side, but if you are working with very weak nails, or you know you're just more rough on your nails in general, you may want to build up that apex, which is the middle of your nail, a little bit more by doing more layers. So completely optional. Again, take your time building up the product. You don't want to clunk too much on to where it's not curing all the way through, or it just gives you an uneven bumpy look instead of the smooth look that you're going for. And to finish that off, I'm just flipping my finger over again before curing my nail. To finish this off, you still need a top coat to seal everything in, and I would recommend using the same product line if you're not familiar with all the products that you have, just in case, because sometimes they are formulated to work better together. So I'm going to go in with the ASP top coat here, and for the top coat I do also like to cap the tip. Again, that's just sliding the brush along the free edge of your nail, but this is more of a just in case things because I do mix brands, but it's brands that I know will go well together. So if you're finding that for some reason a top coat isn't working, it may be because it is a different brand. And then that is really it for the actual application. Now I just want to go through a few things that you want to avoid. Right here, I'm going in. Product is way too thick. And what happens when you do that, not only is it going to potentially give you a bulky look, but as you can see, it's starting to flood into my cuticles. So you do not want that. That's going to cause lifting, and it's overall just not going to look good. It's always better to start a little bit further away from your cuticle and the sides of your nail to avoid that. That's why I like to focus the product in the middle and then use a small brush to get it to the sides and cuticle area of my nail. Another thing I'm doing here, as I'm trying to fill in some side gaps of my nail, I'm getting product on my skin, which is a big don't for honestly any gel product. It happens though. So if it does, make sure you wipe it off before, because if you cure your nails, then it will be stuck on your skin as I'm showing you here. I do this for you guys, okay? Carrying this much onto my skin was actually wild, but anyways, don't get it on your skin. And then here, I'm kind of just putting product wherever, and this is something else you want to avoid. So you can, fill in gaps here and there, but you don't want to just start slapping on product and just throwing more and more on. So here, before even curing it, I'm just putting on more to try to build up my nail, but this is probably not going to cure, and I'm starting to get air bubbles too. Another thing, this one I have done, and this is why I tell you, do not do it, but please do not peel, pry off the product, try to rush the removal process, because you will damage your nails. This is an example. I picked mine off and it took a while for my nails to recover from this. So please, please avoid that. And I'm going to show you how to remove your builder gel properly. First, you need to file off the top layer. If you don't, then the acetone won't be able to soak off your nail. So file off the top layer. The more you file, the less time you'll have to soak. And then to soak off my nails, I'm going to be using these foil wraps from Sally Beauty. It has a little cotton pad where you put the acetone in, and then you just wrap your nail into the foil. So I usually let this sit for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and this will soften up the product. From there, I just use an orange wood stick and I'll gently scrape the product off. So it's simple. You just have to give it time. The biggest issue is trying to rush the removal process. So if you're finding that after your builder gel mani or even regular gel that your nails are just damaged and peeling, then more than likely it was the damage done during the removal process and not the actual product. So please take your time. It will come off eventually, and make sure you're using 100% acetone, not regular nail polish remover. That won't do anything, and then you're good to go. My nails are still healthy, and from here you can apply another mani, give your nails a break, whatever that looks like for you. I hope this video helps you guys out. I love a builder gel mani. They look so good and you can do so much with it. Everything I used is from Sally Beauty and will be linked down below for you guys. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.